This is an excerpt of a presentation I'm making this year to a number of State Broadcasters Association conventions. It's called Broadcasting in the New Media Era. And I've got a quick quiz for you about talk radio weekend programming. Choose one. Best of Rush, Best of Sean, or Best of Ben. Now bear in mind, I am a career programmer, and you know who I vote for? Best of Ben. This is what pays the bills, and it doesn't have to be audience tear gas. I work closely with the programming and sales departments at my client stations, and I have spoken and written and published a lot about revenue and audience-producing weekend programming. And you may not have a choice if the syndicator has crammed these down on you, but this is the worst kind of weekend talk programming. Issues that have been beat to death Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday when listeners are in their own space and living their own lives and doing their own things. I am convinced that the best weekend talk programming is programming about that stuff. You may have attended my session, How to Make Money with How-To Programming at the Radio Advertising Bureau convention. This is not just about revenue. Properly chosen weekend specialty shows become audience favorites. And to demonstrate my point, the presentation I'm making at a number of conferences this year includes an amazing magic trick. You're about to witness the incredible Vanishing Stopset. Right before your very ears, 3 commercial minutes will disappear. Watch closely. Nothing up my sleeve. This is the program format for my client, the Money Pit Home Improvement Radio Show. You will see a 3-minute local commercial avail from 51 to 54. Here's the clock for another weekend how-to show that I work with. It's Real Estate Today with Gil Gross from the National Association of Realtors. And at 26:50, you'll see a 3-minute optional local content cutaway. Like the 3 minutes in the Money Pit, it's about to disappear, and here's how. One enthused attendee who rushed the podium was a born storyteller. I told the general manager of the station, get this guy in the production studio immediately and get him telling stories. Send me the raw audio. They did. It was about 23 minutes. I lifted some sound bites. They were the answers. Then I scripted questions to those answers and sent the question script to the hosts of these 2 shows, Tom Kreitler from the Money Pit Home Improvement Radio Show, Gil Gross from Real Estate Today. They sent me back the questions. I spliced it all together. What you're about to hear is a 3-minute interview that we culled from the unscripted session where we just got the retailer telling stories.
There's a story behind each rug, how it's made, what's it made of, what's happened to it. A rug cleaner can't just take a rug in and treat it like it's another rug.
We're speaking with Robert Pettyjohn of Pettyjohn's Carpet Cleaning and Restoration Service. Robert, carpeting, especially Oriental rugs, is more than just floor covering.
Not only are they a source of beauty in your home, but they're also part of your heating and air conditioning system. Those things are tremendous air filters. If you've ever seen a wool fiber at a microscope, your rug is far soiled before it even looks to be soiled.
And some Oriental rugs are pretty valuable.
They are an aesthetic, a beautiful work of art that you just happen to walk on, and you want to preserve that investment.
But can't I do that by simply vacuuming often?
78% of the soil that's in your carpet is dry particle soil. The other 20% is a combination of water-based soils, sugars and starches and all that, and oil-based soils. Oils in your cooking. When you saute onions, your air handling system will distribute them throughout your house. If it weren't for that 20%, then you clean your carpets on your own.
You do what you do in your plant. Why not simply clean rugs in the customer's home?
If you just want the cheapest price, if you want a guy that's just going to say, yes, ma'am, we're happy to clean your rug in your house, that's not the guy you want in your house. Those rug fibers are just like a bundle of straws, drinking straws, tied together with a sock on top of them. So imagine somebody getting something wet and a bunch of straws. All that water wants to go down into the foundation of the rug by what's called capillary action. You're doing more harm than good like that.
How has what you do changed over the years?
We're using a whole lot more green things, environmentally responsible solutions. Matter of fact, the cleaning agents we use don't contain any detergents at all.
Just how green is what you're using?
What if I can get a free supply of water, and the water that I get is a pH of 5.3, which is acid, By the way, our hair is an amino acid. That means that I'm washing a wool rug, which is hair, in low pH water. If I use rainwater, which we do, the rain hasn't gone through the soil to pick up the minerals, so it's naturally softened. It's clean water.
So rather than treating rugs with chemicals the way a dry cleaner cleans clothes, you're actually washing them.
You can get a rug wet. Did not the sheep walk around in the rain? Were not the dyes imparted into a rug through a wet bath? Of course they were. So you can get a rug wet.
Thus the name of your website.
Rugwasher.com.
That's rugwasher.com.
That means that I got that website long ago. That means I've been in business for more than a few months.
And what's your phone number?
556-4641. One of the most delightful phone calls you ever make. Because of the way we treat our precious customers with compassionate expertise. 556-4641.
Who goes where?
We either will come pick it up for you at no charge, or you can come and bring it to our shop for a 20% cash and carry discount.
And either way, aim to please, right?
We guarantee our workmanship 100%.
100%?
Yes, sir.
That's Robert Pettyjohn of Pettyjohn's Carpet Cleaning and Restoration Service, 556-4611.
If anybody else washes your rug, it's still dirty.
Did you hear that last line? That's an example of some of the killer copy points that'll just pop out of the mouth when you get the retailer talking about his or her product or service. These are born pitchmen who can really sell their story. So let them. And bear in mind that those two voices you just heard have never met each other. This was all spliced together. At client stations where we're clearing both of these shows, we combo sell them because obviously both shows are a great environment for any commercial message of interest to a home owner or a renter. But be clear, this template can work with any weekend specialty program. Consider eating up an entire local avail with a longer form commercial message. A spot disguised as an interview where you really let the retailer tell his or her story. Here's where to find out more about the Money Pit Home Improvement Radio Show and Real Estate Today with Gil Gross from the National Association of Realtors. And here's where I have archived some more local sales success stories and leads. www.hollandcooke.com.